We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Seattle. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And his first look is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
56.
Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they will touch him down the net before he gets the first. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Still going inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 77 yards. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Jackson now. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. Going deep for Walker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. They'll run it again with Henry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Inside handoff, Henry. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. 13. Henry up the middle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll run with Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now it's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion.
Yo. Hey.
They'll try and run it in with Henry, but he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. This is Henry. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On play action, Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Allen going to audible to a different look. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Curtis Samuel from 10 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead here this third quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And some room to work. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Alert, alert, alert!
So after the INT, it's Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Allen off the play fake. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Adafe Owe coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Allen. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. Their momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. And got his man complete. A big pickup of 38. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing is Jackson.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Hey, report.
Now it's Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Khalil Shakir.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bills use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Jackson from the shotgun.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Jackson now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Middle. Okay. Hey, hold.
Allen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Pass 85. Hey, tight. Pass. Alert.
So Allen's going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Stop. 56. All 52. Alert. Look out.
Allen to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, hold. Regular.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Pass. Alert.
Now Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jackson.
They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
76 yards.
And the Ravens are back within a score.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Hey, hold. What's that?
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now we've got whistles. I think we had a defender too eager to go for the block. Mark off the 5 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, they'll learn that lesson when they review it, but it didn't cost them.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now whistles here, and they might have been a little too fired up to go after the punter. So a 5-yard swing, but still 4th down.
You just wonder if the punt team used up something there that they didn't need to, right? Draw them off sides, but it still doesn't get them a first down. I used that one on 4th and 5 or less.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Into the air right away is Allen. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good,
But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Hey, tight, tight, tight. Five wide. Hey, tight. Half. Good shot.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Now Allen. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen, rolling to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Alert! Gun. Where's that?
To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
And he'll get this to the 32. Here's second and 7.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Again to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Get wide. What's that?
Here's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, hold. What's that?
Up the middle, it's Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Stop. 56. We go.
Here's Allen to throw it. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Stop. We go.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Bass on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
To the air, Allen. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Allen now on the sneak. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Allen
taking it himself. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge. Their D-line surge leading to 4th. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. To Henry. To the 27-yard line. And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Throwing is Jackson. A check down here for Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
Here's Jackson. To the right side and intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out. To the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Going deep for Walker. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 28 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Cook again. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Middle. Monday. Hey, home. Regular. Middle. Out. 5 wide. Hey, tight. Half. Half 10. What's that?
They'll try the middle with Cook. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the penalty, it's Davis. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
3rd down and 13.
Alert, alert, alert! What's that?
Now Allen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And Cook will get in for a Bills touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards.
And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
No, we changed it.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Alert! Off 52.
They start the drive with Cook. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
56.
Allen now looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the first down to go along with it. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Alert! Half 85.
Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Trenton Simpson. Well, he just flew in there to drop him.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, hold. Regular. Half.
Allen going to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 55 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. But there is a flag down, however. And it looked like someone might have come across a little early.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself.
Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead.
Middle. Monday. Look out.
Throwing now is Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now Allen. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
To throw is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Pass 85. Middle.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. A 1st down carry for Henry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Here's Jackson. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's Allen.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now Allen.
Under pressure, they got him again. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. To throw is Allen. Into the hands of Cooper.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.